Just like what happens with children, the way the neurons are exploding, I said, right? The pathways are created. The same kind of situation happens in adults also. Since the brain is neuroplastic, the more experiences that are created, the brain starts activating the new paths. The more new paths are happening, the more neuron paths are happening, which means the brain is kept active, which means it is going to prevent all these Alzheimer's and other kind of diseases. But how do we keep the brain active? There are two lobes which we saw, the left brain and the right brain. Left brain is more predominant when we become adults, especially after 5-6 years. It starts growing because we are more into the logical and mathematical oriented things, which activates the left brain. And right brain stays behind. It's slow in action at that point in time because it's more oriented towards creativity, visualization, and all that. But in reality, the brain becomes more active when you start visualizing new things, when you start creativity and all those things. But it doesn't happen with adults. That's the whole reason we see that new paths and new patterns are not formed at all. So what do we do for that? Especially when we start doing anything, over a period of time, it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, we no longer use the right brain. We start using the left brain at that point in time because it has gone into an auto-suggestive mode. So to make use of the right brain again, start doing anything unusual, right? For example, brushing with your non-dominant hand, or eating, if you're the right hand eating, start with the left hand eating. So anything that you do unusual, that activates an awareness in us, which means it's going to create brain patterns. That's the whole reason when we go out and in a darkness and we see something hanging from a tree, immediately the brain starts associating it with that is something that is already known to the brain. Here, if it finds it is really a snake, then it starts panicking. But even otherwise, it is able to associate it. It is able to connect what you see with the brain patterns that has already been set. And that's the reason it sets an emotion of fear into us. And then we become panicky, right? That's how the brain works. Immediately, as long as it is known path, it's habituated, it doesn't bother about anything that is upsetting it. Means we are setting up a new pattern. It could be a new experience. It could be a new adventure. Initially, we fret because the brain does not know what to do. It is new. Brain and mind is always intended to make us more happy, and it is intended to keep us in a state of cool mode, happy mode. When that doesn't happen, the brain immediately sends information to the mind, which sets the emotion in a different mode. So anytime when you feel that you are not in a comfortable mode, it means it is only a brain that is really acting difficult. So all you have to do is try to adjust yourself into that new situation, into the new experience, into the new adventure. Then automatically you'll relax and cool down. This simple trick which the brain and mind plays with our body and emotion. Once we understand, we are cool. That's it, right? Join the Bubbly Minds, and we'll go more over these kind of skill, brain, and learning related videos. Thanks for watching.